Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Cappy, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your in fact, before we get into that, I just want to say a massive thank you for all of your well wishes, for all of your prayers and healing. It's obviously worked because I'm on the mend. Thank you so much. It does mean a lot. With that said, your key to the week is the High Priestess. This is a card of hidden things revealed. Whenever I see this card, I'm always reminded that this is that there is something that is about to come to light. Now, the other thing with the High Priestess, yes, it can represent your own psychic awareness and intuitions, but it could just as easily represent a powerful or a very spiritual or possibly very psychic person coming into your life in some way, shape or form. This week, I would pay attention if somebody, you know, especially if it's somebody that you don't know, but you know, if it's someone that you do know, just listen for the, I don't know how to explain this without going on a massive tangent, but I'll try to keep it short. There are times where we will talk to friends, where we'll talk to, you know, if you have them, your children, sometimes you'll speak to a friend or a family member, etc. And they'll say something, but it's so profound. And it's like, even they're like a bit like, did I just say that? Like, where did that come from? Pay attention to those moments. Pay attention to those little moments where you hear like somebody who you know really well, their voice changes and they give you a word of some kind and it makes you kind of like, okay, I'm paying attention now. If you have this week, you could have like a stranger come up to you and just deliver a message. There's something coming to you this week that is going to be so on point, that is going to really highlight something to you in a powerful detail that it will be like a revelation. So I like this. I mean, the High Priestess is one of my all-time favorite cards anyway. Excuse me. So I'm a bit biased in that regard, but yeah, this could be great. And also as well, pay attention to your own dreams, gut feelings, hunches and instincts, because they'll be heightened this week. With that said, if you are a continued subby, you know Raffi loves you, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options this week, my dear Cappies, you have the Five of Wands. Okay, so this might be where some of you are ready to start looking at new groups, or maybe even connecting with more people than you are as yet. What I like about this, the Five of Wands, it does have a competitive kind of edge to it. Capricorn, competitive, never. What this, especially with that High Priestess as well, this could highlight to some of you, I mean, maybe you have a realization of where you're being competitive in a sphere of your life that you actually don't need to be. Maybe for some of you, this is about, you know, a time that is revealed to you where you need to reconnect to group dynamics, where you are sort of kind of running out of your own steam. And it's like, you know what, connecting to other people right now is probably what I really need at this moment. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Six of Pentacles. This for me is hidden monies, because you've got the High Priestess here, but it could also be a hidden transaction of some sort. So for those of you that are studying, you're, you know, a teacher, a lecturer could give you an extension on a deadline, but says to you, listen, I'm going to give you this time, but you got to keep it stum. This could be, for those of you that are employed, maybe a boss comes to you and says, okay, look, we've got this position coming up. We have to advertise it, but we really want you to be the person to fill these shoes. Are you interested? But you're not allowed to speak about it. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, this could be a celebrity client. Maybe you're asked to sign a non-disclosure, you know, an NDA. This could be, you know, maybe you get business or like a really wealthy client, but you're not allowed to talk about it. There's something about this card for me that is very transactional. And so with the High Priestess, it's like there's a transaction that's happening, but it's not allowed to be common knowledge. Not because there's anything nefarious going on, at least we hope not. I mean, you are Capricorns after all, so, you know, integrity goes with the territory. And then for those of you that are retired and no longer working, I actually feel like this could be you playing the supportive role in some way. So maybe, you know somebody is having a hard time and you say, look, you know, I really want to help you out. But I don't want anyone to know about it. Maybe some of you do a very charitable act, but you don't speak to anyone about it, which could be, you know, is a wonderful way, it's a wonderful human expression, you know, to do something, you know, without the need to post it on Instagram and all the rest of it. The other thing as well, this card can represent what I call karmic debt. And the fact that it's coming up with the High Priestess, this could be a week where either you are forgiving a debt or a debt that is over your head in some way is being forgiven. So this could be like the burying of a hatchet, but it's not going to be an easy one. For your love and relations, you've got the Page of Cups. Okay, so that's quite nice. I mean, you've got this here. So for those of you that are single, this could definitely be a week where you are connecting with somebody, especially if you're getting out into more sort of social interactions, which is lovely. And I kind of want to say to you as well, like, this might be somebody that's had like a secret crush on you. Could be at work, could be through your, you know, professional sphere. I'm more inclined to say that you probably don't know this person, or at least you're in each other's orbits, but you never really come close. It's like you know each other like once, 2, 3 times removed, but you know, you've never really had a conversation, and then all of a sudden you realize, wow, okay, not only are you good looking, but we've got loads in common. You know, and when I say good looking, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. There are plenty of people that would look at me and be like, no. And there are plenty that look at me and be like, And what I'm, you know, this isn't about me. What I'm saying is that's the same for all of us. So, you know, it's not about like, ooh, conventional beauty or anything like that. It's about what you both find attractive. When it comes to those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, I really like this. It's like the banter is coming back, the fun is coming back. This is, you know, you getting back to that, you know, where you kind of just feel smitten with your partner, right? Like in the early days, everybody's smitten with their partner, but over time, you know, when you get 3-4 years in, you go through bouts, I think anyway, where you kind of get that sort of like, yeah, I really fancy you again. You know, you can stay. But there's something like that. It's really cutesy. It's, you know, the 5 of Wands. It's very fun. It's very dynamic. But it's not the honeymoon period per se. But it is like that sense of a friendship returning. And so like from that friendship can redevelop that sort of like, yeah, I really fancy you. All right. So that's the best way that I can explain it. For your money and materials, you've got the Fool card. So this is new finances coming in, new money, new resources. You've got the High Priestess there as well, which is very fun. So there are new opportunities for big money. For some of you, this looks like a change in job or a change of responsibilities that likely sees you, you know, and for some of you this might come very much out of the blue. So maybe you hear of a job or you see a job and you're like, well, you know what, maybe you've just changed jobs not too long ago, but you see something that is much more in line with what you want to do or where you want to go. There is opportunity this week to jump ship that could provide really great money. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Fool card, I love this card for health, because it just gives you that sort of zest for life. It's like you get your mojo back. So this is great. When it comes to your home and environment, this, especially because you've got the Page of Cups here, that's baby making energy. That is, you know, that's pregnancy, it's birth, it's all of those kinds of things. So if you're not wanting any more children this week, I would be very conscious of how you interact with your partner. All right. For your full moon message on the 16th, we've got that full moon in the sign of Libra. You have the gate 24 and returning. And I think in a lot of ways, this is like, I think this is a full circle week. There are going to be a lot of things that kind of are wrapped up, culminated, you know, that whole karmic debt thing, or things being repaid, good mojo coming back, your energy coming back, getting back to the honeymoon period. It's like, there's going to be a lot of moments where it's like, like it's like everything's coming back into line the way that you would like to have it. Because I know for a lot of you, things have been quite sort of tumultuous and up and down. I think this is the returning to that baseline leveling out. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.